squared, Zoe. Fantastic. Logan, what's 8 squared? 20 squared? Somebody besides the two that already told me? Kind of a 20 squared. What's that? Oh no. Awesome. Okay, next page. We are looking at squares and square roots this week. Today we're focusing on the perfect squares. A perfect square is also called a square number. A perfect square is also called a square number. A number that is a square of a whole number. Okay. These can be rearranged. So if you look at the examples, you have 1, 4, 9, 16. 4 represents 2 times 2. 9 is like 3 times 3. And 16 is 4 times 4. So again, you can see how the perfect squares make square areas that represent their values squared. If you have a multiplication table, what? If you have a multiplication table, then the numbers in the multiplication 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, 64, 81 all fall down the diagonals. Tighten it on your ears, honey. Pull like the little beads towards your ears. Yep. Okay, so the perfect squares represent 1 times 1, which is 1, 2 times 2, which is 4, 3 times 3, which is 9. Take a minute and go ahead and finish the remaining perfect squares. No.
Oh, sorry. I'll say 6 pieces.
All right. We'll just kind of popcorn through the room. Abby, 4 times 4. Logan, 5 times 5. Zoe, 6 times 6. Nevaeh, 7 times 7. Abby, 8 times 8. Logan, 9 times 9. Zoe, 10 times 10. Nevaeh, 11 times 11. Abby, 12 times 12. 13 times 13, Logan. 14 times 14, Zoe. 15 times 15, Nevaeh. 16 times 16, Abby. Fantastic. These are the perfect squares you need to memorize. You need to know these. These ones will pop up all the time. I forgot I could have clicked through them. All right, is it a perfect square? Yes or no? Is 16 a perfect square? Is 15 a perfect square? Is 146 a perfect square? Is 300 a perfect square? No. Is 324 a perfect square? All right, so how could you test if something's a perfect square? If a number is a perfect square, how could you test it? What do you think, Logan? No. No. All right, so let's talk about it. If you were checking on your calculator, you would use the square root symbol. So like the first one we said yes to. So you'd use the square root symbol of 16. And when you take the square root of 16, because it's a perfect square, you get 4. If you take the square root of 15, because it's not a perfect square, you get 3.872, So it's kind of like the same as saying, is it rational or irrational? Irrational numbers are not perfect squares. Irrational numbers are not perfect squares. So the square root of 324 is 18. So is 324 a perfect square? Yes. How about 729? Okay? Dun, 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 dun. That is it. Thank you. Your homework is the next 2 pages in that packet. You are doing that square page and then the page after it.